For FIDA-Kenya, the Maputo Protocol really summarizes why we exist. Our vision, which is towards ensuring that society is free of all forms of discrimination against women, whilst working towards making women enjoy their rights fully, including girls as well, is what the Maputo Protocol is all about.
Is one of the pieces of protocols that has brought transformative change for women. It has a preamble that understands the challenges that women face in Africa particularly, and trying to give us solutions for them.
Women now have an affirmative action in political representation. The county governments, 47 county governments, have a third of women sitting at the decision-making level, courtesy of the Constitution in Article 177. Looking at the National Assembly, we have 47 seats set aside for women. When we had the first election after the Constitution, we had 0 women elected as governors. The following election that followed, at least 2017, we got 3 women elected as governor. The last election, 2022, 7 women. Whoever knew and thought that the judiciary, the Chief Justice, the Deputy Chief Justice would be women. One gain for Maputo is that the Kenyan judiciary now is sensitive. Most of the decisions are quoting the Maputo Protocol.
For the first time again in the country, we have specialized SGBV courts, that's sexual and gender-based violence courts. We have specialized prosecutors who are able to ensure that women are safe. In terms of executive leadership, we have quite a number of women as cabinet leaders within the current cabinet, but even the previous government had really entrusted women with key decision-making positions at cabinet level and also within various parastatals.
One of the unique features that the protocol has, for example, is the sexual reproductive health rights. That is not spoken in any other international human rights instrument, but it's basically urging African states to be able to consider the specific needs of women in terms of their sexual reproductive rights. So we have also reported reduced cases of FGM in our country, of course attributed to all that celebration that we're doing under the Maputo Protocol.
It also speaks of issues such as polygamy and the protection of interests of women in such kind of marriages, and generally access to property and acquisition of property for women. So it's quite an important instrument for the women of Kenya, the girls of Kenya, and also the women and girls of Africa.
But in some areas we are still doing not good. For example, land. The last studies that were done do point to the fact that only about between 2 and 3% of land is registered in the names of women.
Budget allocation, we need a lot of commitment by government is the commitment maker to Maputo Protocol, creating awareness to it and integrating it into different sectors.
Deaths and injuries arising from unsafe abortions, remain a leading cause for maternal mortality and morbidity in Kenya. So we continue to yearly lose so many girls and women to unsafe abortions. Additionally, we continue to have so many women that get lifelong kind of injuries arising from unsafe abortions. So it's a challenge, because then as a country we refuse to really address, the challenge in terms of the cost that this has on the lives of women, the quality of reproductive health for women and girls in our country.
My call to action is to the key decision makers in this country, led by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya and his government, to ensuring that the Maputo Protocol implementation is accelerated so that women and girls and the society at large can enjoy the full promise that it seeks to unlock.
And relook the reservation on Article 14(2)(c) that remains a hindrance to us fully implementing the provisions on reproductive health in our country.
If each one of us, as a female lawyer in this country, who are members of FIDA, who decide that in my pro bono work, every year, at least let me represent 5 to 10 people. Every county has female lawyers. If you just took the female chapters, I am practicing in Mandera. What are these 5 cases I can allocate myself as a female lawyer working in Mandera that I can help a girl, help a woman access justice?
Invest in educating women, awareness creation on what are their property rights, and the protections available for them under Maputo Protocol, but also under our national laws.